Palin.
GM Adrian, and happy birthday, Ethereum.
Yay, happy birthday, Ethereum.
Happy birthday, Ethereum. We're sporting some Ethereum backgrounds. 10 years of Ethereum, 8 years for me of Ethereum. So,
but who's counting?
But who's counting? Yeah. Since my CryptoKitties. So Ethereum was my first cryptocurrency, my first blockchain. So very exciting. So it's going to be a fun day. And we are going to talk about some Farcaster news. We're going to talk about some drama on the timeline and not Banks and Aiden Ross. That's not what I mean. And we'll be back in 40 seconds. Welcome to GM Farcaster, bringing you everything from breaking news to spicy memes to the deep lore shaping this vibrant digital community. More than just a show, GM Farcaster is your digital third space where the community connects, the stories unfold, and the culture thrives. Whether you're a daily caster or just dropping by, we've got the latest buzz to keep you plugged in. So grab your coffee and let's dive in with your hosts, Nanish Prof and Adrian, for another episode of GM Farcaster. GM Farcaster. It is Wednesday, July 30th, and you are here with Nanish Prof and Adrian for 29 minutes of Farcaster news to start your day. And of course, wishing Ethereum a happy birthday. I'm just tweeting out right now and all things base app. I'm like, what are we talking about today? All the things. We have so many things to talk about. And hopefully we can get through it all in a reasonable amount of time.
Are we doing juicy? Are we having a juicy episode?
We got a little bit of a juicy episode. We'll get to that in just one moment. But before we get to that, I loved all these little believe in something, the little ETH things. So really cute. Love seeing all these. This one was from POAP. And this was from Matcha. And of course, I really liked the nouns one.
Good job, Matcha, by the way, on their branding, because you know exactly who it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it doesn't say Matcha, but you know. So good job.
Yeah, they really do a fantastic job. So very
it's like
impressive.
When you see exploding coffee cups that are purple, you know.
You just know. And you see noggles, you just know. So there you go.
What are noggles again?
Noggles are those little glasses that little Ethereum is wearing right there. There they are, nouns glasses. Cute. So cute. All right. So there is a 10th anniversary collectible NFT that you can snap up. I'd go pick it up. Why not? Will cost you some gas. I think there was a POAP. I think I collected one. It was out there last week, and I'm assuming there is. So check the POAP channels for that. I'm like looking for my POAP app so I can see if I have it, but I think I feel like I collected one like last week. But maybe I'm wrong. I might be thinking of something else. No, I'm thinking of something else. Sorry. I was thinking of something else. But I'm sure there is one. And there's also definitely going to be POAPs at all the events today. So there's events like all over the place, all over the world. So go check that out. Everything is at the ethereum.org site /10 years. And you can find all the different activities that are happening, the live stream that's happening, the NFT that you can mint. And the live stream is starting, I think, in a couple hours from now. I think it's about 2 hours from now. So, there we go. Never mind. One day. Oh, no, that's the NFT. Never mind. So go check that out. And then all the different events that are happening. So there's lots of events all around the world. Go check this out. Lots happening. And I love the torch that they did and that they were passing the torch to different wallets. And that was really cool. So really good job, Ethereum Foundation, in celebrating all the things. And our friend Chaskin, who's been doing some work over there. So Very fun. Don't know why this isn't. There we go. So this is going to be the ecosystem live stream event. Revisit Ethereum's history with Vitalik and Ethereum Joseph. Envision the next decade with, I think, the current directors, and then hear from builders across the globe. And it'll be on YouTube at 2:30 p.m. UTC. And I think that's like 2 hours from now, but I could be wrong because time zones are not my jam. So very exciting. Very exciting.
Nobody likes time zones.
No, I never know what time it is. I'm looking to see if I missed anything else related to this.
The NFT was on mainnet, so that was fun.
Very fun. Yep. And it wasn't bad. Gas was not bad.
Gas, I want to know.
I don't even know. That's how like unconcerned I was. Like whatever it was it said gas low, and I was like, go. There were times when we used to pay like hundreds of dollars in gas to vote on nouns, props, like on mainnet. So it's crazy like how far we've come in such a short period of time. But I'm really kind of excited to hear Vitalik and, see his like thoughts on, the 10 years of Ethereum. So that'll be fun. I have no Ethereum things. I was realizing this today, that I have no Ethereum things, like no hats, no t-shirts, but this kind of is, because it does have little diamonds on it that are supposed to be like the Ethereum diamond. And it's a whole bunch of different like Degen things. But so I went
that's because Ethereum doesn't do marketing.
It doesn't need to. We do it for it.
Need to. When you have a good product, you don't need marketing or something.
So I went with, Crypto's hat because it's on Ethereum. It's on Ethereum mainnet. I was trying to get this thing from Aviation Doctor to come up, and it's just not coming up for me, but it was really funny. It was like a Declaration of Independence, but Ethereum, and it is not popping up for me. So before we move on to other news in Farcaster, I do want to remind you that today we do have trivia happening, and it is crypto trivia. And, will there be a question about Ethereum on a crypto trivia quiz? I think so. Maybe there might be. So today at noon, right after, I think probably close to the end of the live stream, if you're watching that, we'll be doing some trivia. So jump in the FC Trivia app and join us. I'm really mad that this thing will not come up. So, all right, I have to move on. I have to let it go. We're going to talk about Rome. Yeah, we're going to get there. I know time zones are not my jam. I'm telling you, I have issues. I have lots of issues with time zones, especially when I'm doing different events and things and having to put them out there. Not fun. But we've got some drama on the timeline, Adrian.
I don't actually even know what drama you're referring to, because I feel like there's multiple dramas.
Is there multiple? I meant this. Mm-hmm. So,
yes.
Maybe I missed things. I mean, there's like the FaZe Banks Aiden Ross drama. Well, we're not talking about that. That's Twitter drama. This is Farcaster drama. So we had a little hack happen in a mini app, and this is the first time I've seen anything like this. So this was interesting. So this is from Jake, the QR mini app. Let me actually show this first. So this, I was seeing a lot of people who were sharing about the hack and what they had experienced and the notification they got. And this is just one that I saw. This was from disky.eth. And what happened was you saw a notification from the QR app that said you're eligible for QR big airdrop. Click and claim 10 million QR token. And it was not long after the normal auction announcement. So if you're not familiar, QR is an auction mini app where you can sort of buy the attention that QR curates, and each day there's a different link that it goes to, etc. And when you do that, you also usually can claim 1,000 QR when you go and visit and all this. So then this other notification comes out, It is odd. People start questioning it, but most people just go, oh, it's QR. I guess they're doing something. Let me click on this. And when you clicked on it, it said pay basically $3 to get this airdrop, which is weird. So then people started to wonder what the heck is going on, and then figured out that it was a fake QR.fun airdrop notification. It looked like it came from the real mini app. So, and then it redirected.
Well, right. So the notification did come from the real app,
right.
Pointed out, but went out to a different app.
Right. So the link went to a different place. Okay, so here's Jake's explanation of this. Please read this important update on today's incident. Summary: QR mini app notifications were compromised. They are now secured. There are no further risks or actions required. All losses have been reimbursed in full. Earlier today, our QR mini app notification system was compromised. The system has been secured. We just said that. There will be no further damages. There's no further risk for users, whether they engage with the notifications or not, and there are no further actions required by you or any of our users. As a result of our notification systems being compromised, some users were tricked into participating in a fake airdrop where they were asked to send 0.0006 ETH in order to receive worthless tokens. There were 302 such transactions in total. That's a lot, all of which have now been reimbursed in full. Here is a BaseCamp confirmation for the reimbursement. I take full responsibility for this incident and appreciate everyone's patience while we figured out what happened and how best to resolve it as quickly as possible. I want to thank Farcaster and Nanar teams for their immediate and effective assistance in helping us to do that. Thank you also to everyone who reached out and offered assistance. Moving forward, you should feel safe interacting with our regular once daily notifications. If you get any other notification that looks unusual, please check my profile or message me before interacting. As always, thank you for your support. So that is what happened. Then what happened next? All right, first, before that, if you clicked, this is from Peachy, some advice. Step 1, breathe deep and read Linda's cast below. 2, bookmark this mini app for future. Revoke approvals on your Farcaster wallet. 3, turn on notifications for FC updates. 4, never be ashamed to ask friends or help or post on the timeline before interacting with something new. Scammers are everywhere. So, yeah, very crazy time. Then essentially it became like a extortion situation. Let me see if I can pull that part up. The person who did this little hack messaged that they wanted to collect, they were doing it as like a white hat, and they were wanting the bug bounty for finding the exploit. So I cannot pull that up for some reason. My stuff is all going crazy here. Hold on. I had a screenshot of it. Oh, here it is. Hold on. There we go. So yeah, so this was the screenshot of Scott 2, who is the one who did this, and it was, hey, don't give incorrect information to users. Your wallet system has a bug. I don't scam users for all of their wallet funds. So that was an interesting point, because it was a small hack. Like, the amount was very small. It could have been a lot worse. I can get all the wallet balances, but I did not. Now I wait for a Farcaster team to send bug bounty to me. So that was where that went after the fact. I don't believe they'll be getting the bug bounty. And then this is from V. Earlier today, an attacker stole credentials from the QR mini app and sent notifications from their apps. Users were sent to a different mini app and encouraged to buy a fake token for $3. QR team fixed this and reimbursed all users. So shout out to the QR team for being very quick to respond. There is no other compromise of Farcaster wallets, and your funds are safe. What is Farcaster doing to prevent this? Our transaction scanning prevents dangerous send me all your money attacks. That's why the damage was limited to a $3 buy. We are also limiting mini app notifications to redirect within the same domain. So it won't be able to redirect out to something different. The attacker would have to compromise many more parts of the QR mini app to pull off this attack again. What can I do to stay safe? If an app is asking you to do something that it normally does not, like buying a new token or claiming an airdrop, check the app's homepage or the author's page to see if it is legitimate before taking the action. If there is some doubt, ask the author over DM or in feed before taking action. And then this was from Horsefacts. Mini app developers, please take care to securely store your app's notification tokens. They are sensitive credentials, and if you leak them, it's possible to impersonate your app. If you're not sure about storing tokens securely and want a simple and secure option, consider Naynar's managed notification services. All right, can you shed some light on that part and just talk a little bit about how notifications work with mini apps so that we have a better understanding from the technical side?
Yeah, just at a high level, when you have a mini app, users can add it. Once they add it, they can also enable or disable notifications. So there's a whole notification mechanism, and it's secured by a key where you can post messages as long as someone, notified, they'll get a push, they get the push notification, just like as if someone liked a cast, replied, whatever. So you can build this yourself. But it relies on you securing that key properly. So if someone gets that key, it's kind of, then they can, then they can.
So if you build it yourself, you're holding that token essentially.
That's
the
right.
notification. Okay.
Yeah.
And if not, and you're using Naynar's, correct?
I am using Naynar. Yeah. So our mini app uses Naynar. So it is just a line of it's abstracted away. So I use the Naynar kit. When people add the app, Naynar is securing that, and then I'm sending messages through Naynar. So Naynar will do that.
So that's an option if you have a mini app that is probably a more secure and easier option. So recommend that. Yeah.
And they already had that requirement that the link that you're sending people to is the same URL as your mini app. So when V said that, I didn't even realize that wasn't
a norm. Okay.
Yeah. So
Naynar was already doing that, but it wasn't necessarily a requirement at the protocol level. Okay.
Yeah. So when I send a notification, I have to send you to a mini app, because at one point I tried sending people to our YouTube channel when we're live.
Oh, right.
Because we want people to, when we're actually live streaming, the only way to chat with us, or the best way to chat, is through YouTube. As you can see, you can pop up comments. We can see you. Yeah. Easy and Crypto's here. We got Dylan. So people are here. If you're watching in the mini app, you can't chat. So I was like, oh, this is great. They'll get the notification because they're in Farcaster. I'll redirect them to YouTube. Can't do that. Naynar was like, no, it has to be a link in your mini app. So I guess I could build a page in mini app that then redirect it out or something. I could probably have, but I don't. I just send people to our mini app.
Okay.
I mean, anyway.
All right. Well, there you go. So that's the easier way to do it. And I think right now, and I see Dylan in there, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. The base app right now is not doing notifications yet for mini apps, correct?
It was not yet enabled. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if we needed to build something different. It just hasn't.
It hasn't been enabled.
They just haven't added support yet.
Yeah.
So, but should be coming. Base app is still in beta, apparently. It's
hard
to believe.
It's in beta. And then this from Ryan, I got the mini app notification and click chat, and it brought me here. Simple. Exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah, at least it wasn't a wallet drainer. We do appreciate that. It was not a wallet drainer for anyone. And this is a good point from Dylan. I agree. I think Jake handled this well. Good comms, tough situation. I agree. I feel like things moved very quickly too. There was a lot of alerts, like I don't know if you'd call it, the Farcaster social alert system was working well, of just people posting, and you were going to see someone's post. If you didn't see Peachy's, you were going to see, somebody's post, Linda's, somebody saying, don't click that. So I think the damage was fairly limited because of that. So that's good. All right. A few more things. We mentioned a bug bounty, but this is brand new.
Well, there really isn't.
So,
I was actually thinking about this. There's no bug bounty for mini apps.
No.
Until yesterday, there was no bug bounty for Farcaster.
No.
So, especially in light of the T hack and vulnerability incidents that came to light, it's like it was on my mind all of a sudden of like, yeah, there's so many apps, and it's not a super mature system in terms of like, how do you trust what's being put out? And there's different levels of trust. I mean, there's obviously like the scams you want to stay away from. And then there's just like, whatever. There's some maturing that needs to happen, and it'll happen over time.
Trust is the real currency of Web3. There you go. It always comes back. But yeah, so this just got introduced. So that was the other thing. It was like, okay, did you wait till there was a bug bounty, or did you, no, I don't think you even knew there was a bug bounty until after the fact. So this is from V, introducing the Farcaster Bug Bounty Program. If you find a critical bug in the Farcaster wallet, we'll pay you up to $25K to help us identify and fix it. If you're a security researcher, check out the program on ImmuneFi. Our goal is to make Farcaster the safest wallet to use. We've gone through multiple rounds of audits already, and the Bug Bounty Program offers an extra layer of protection for all our users. So there you go. So there is now a bug bounty if you are so inclined to check that out. And, you just mentioned the T app, and we didn't talk about this the other day, but it was our own JC4P, apparently, who found one of the exploits or something. I don't know if he found the original or something else. I can't remember.
The original came out, then they put out their official statement saying, oh, this is old database,
Right.
And then he discovered,
he was like, wait,
actually
really?
up until, and he found it was like DMs, right? So private messages. I mean, look, the expectation is you upload things and they should be secure, like when you're uploading pictures. But it was everything. Open.
Crazy.
It's horrible.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. But also, be careful out there with where you're uploading info. But yeah, it was crazy.
And also, I bragged to people that I knew JC4P.
Now you've got
talking to someone.
You've got a new bragging point, new flex unlocked.
I told him, I was like, JC4P. I sent him a DM. I was like, by the way, I bragged that I knew you. I had you on our show. So, and this was a great crossover because most people in real life have no idea what Farcaster is.
But they certainly know
no idea what we talk about it, but they knew about the T app.
Yeah.
Also, what's funny is I was talking to someone who's a guy who was also on Twitter, and he's asking me like, oh, did you hear about the T app? And like, what did you hear about it? So my Twitter tends to be tech. It's like tech focused. So it tended to be more about the tech behind how did this happen? How was it coded? What's the security? How did the vulnerability happen? How is it reported? Right. And this guy did not get any of that. Like it wasn't even about the hack so much.
He was getting like what happened afterwards and the fact.
I don't even like calling it a hack, right? Because if you have a public S3 database, it's not even a hack. It's just like, it's just here.
It was bad security, really bad security.
Yes, just really bad. Yeah. So like, I don't care. The hack tends to focus on the hacker. No, it's just like your shit ass architecture and security. Anyway, but his entire Twitter feed was less about the tech side, and it was all about guys being concerned about how women are talking. Like, did you know it was like that this is how women are talking about us, that your reputation, like it was just so wild that I was like, I
didn't look at any of that. None of that. I didn't see it.
Right. But there's all these guys, like just the outrage and surprise and shock, and that.
So funny. So funny. That's really interesting. And yes, we do talk about you all the time. It's like half our conversations. And we share info all the time. So there you go.
No, we don't. Not all the time. We're
not all the time. It's true. It's true. Don't let her fool you. Anyway, all right, moving on. Back to Farcaster stuff. The first 7-day auctions ended, and I don't even know what did Mole end up going for. It wasn't the most. It was the Dog and
No.
Me one was the most, I think. It went for like 1,000, something crazy. But basically, Dan cleaned up. So what are you gonna do with all that cash, Dan? Dan and Bert definitely cleaned up as well. So creators earn, oh, come on. Why are you doing this to me today? Creators earn 23,000 USDC from collectibles in the first week. We knew historically significant casts would be popular, but it's also been really cool to see how people have sold candles, prints, or even rented out their time to others via collectibles. Our next priority for collectibles is getting them to work on web, which we hope to ship this week. This is why we have challenges showing you this. If you have any annoying bugs or feature requests, please share them in the thread below. And one of the other things I think they're doing is right now the image that's on the actual NFT is not the image that you saw in the collectible cast when you were bidding in the auction. They're getting that to sync, essentially. That's another piece of the puzzle. So coming soon to a wallet near you. Oops, this from
How are you on
Deodad.
How are you experiencing all of the collectibles? Enjoying it?
I think it's fun. I have, I will just randomly bid on something. I'm treating it kind of like a tip for new things. When I see something that's new and I'm like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean? Not going back to like, if you're going back to like historical, and I'm using that word in quotes because come on. But if you're talking about, things like that, that's something I want to own it. And some of it's my own stuff that like, I just want to own this as an NFT kind of thing. And then there's others that I'm like, that I'm now treating it like if it's something new that I see, I'm treating it like a tip. I'm going to collect this thing. You're going to get the funds from me collecting this thing. And because I like your content. So that's kind of my approach to this. But how about you? You were in there really battling it out for the mole. So
yeah, got to get those prices up for the protocol.
She's your market maker now.
I really wanted the mole.
I wanted you to have the mole.
But
it got ridiculous to justify, didn't it?
You know what? Woj just deserved it.
Okay.
Woj beat
if it was someone you didn't think deserved it, would you keep bidding?
I would have, yeah.
Okay.
I know that Woj will give it a good home.
It was okay. Fair.
And yeah. And I was spending so much money yesterday testing our mini app.
Oh my God.
That I was
were.
like, you know what? I'll take this $200 and redirect it towards testing our app.
Towards filtering it right back to us. That's really funny. So one note on the collectible casts, there's an update. Auctions started on casts older than 24 hours old will be 3 days instead of 7 days. It was way too long, which we kind of knew, but they had reasons why they wanted to keep it open for a week for the first one. But I'm glad they're moving it down to 3 days because it was just way too long. So if it's something new that's happened in the past 24 hours, it's going to be a 24-hour auction. If it's an older one, it'll be 3 days. So there you go.
Okay. Farcaster never listens to feedback.
They listen to feedback all the time. All the time, people. All the time. This from Brad Q. Rewards leaderboard results. Despite being abandoned by Assistant 1, who may be lost in the Atlanta airport, Bertworth takes number 1. Great to see mini app Ninja JC4P take number 2 and make 600 for his labors. And despite her efforts to not be atop the leaderboard, we love Patricia Exley too much and made her number 3. July takes number 6, first top 10 ? And 6 returns after a break from the top 10. Welcome NBA star Spencer in Witty to the leaderboard at 16 and 0x Casso at number 17. First time this high. Another new name, Young LaCroix at 23. Meme covered at 69 goes to Icebreaker, Jack, J4CK. Not to be confused with JC4P. Lots of people fighting for their first rewards and celebrate them on the timeline. Join them if you see a cast. So thank you, Brad, for always giving us this nice little summary. Makes it very easy for us. And yeah, we didn't really talk about Spencer. We didn't talk about the NBA star who just kind of popped up on the Base app.
If that had dropped, like, I don't know, a year ago, that's all we would talk about for the year.
Like a week.
Like, a week, year, whatever.
Yeah.
And right, we just casually get NBA players joining our little corner of the internet. And we're like, yeah, we forgot to talk about it.
Oh yeah, you. Hi. Yeah, so that was actually very cool. And he's working on some kind of project too, like related with Base, I think. So yeah, that's very cool. And Coinbase has been sponsoring the NBA for quite a while. So I think that's how some of those connections were made, I'm sure. Yeah, he casted something about it and I didn't, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Well, I think he was saying even a few years ago, he was like trying to experiment with like, how can he tokenize his contract? Like letting people like early on and get like, not surprising, you couldn't really figure it out.
Right.
In the environment, but so
yeah.
And there were some, I get right. There's people who are trying to take their salaries in Bitcoin, and he was trying to tokenize like his contract. Super cool.
Very, very cool. I'm trying to find. It's called Galaxy, but I'm trying to find information about it, and I can't. Oh, here it is. I just wanted to make sure I had the right area. So it's something called Galaxy. TBT to late 2023 when Spencer Weld and I debuted Galaxy's Tent Crypto feature on CNBC. Here's a little trailer showing off the app coming soon on Base. So that's cool. So new mini app, I guess, is coming to Base from them. Something they've been working on for a while. And that was when he talked about here's where he talked about tokenizing his contract. I first went to him when I wanted to tokenize my contract. The tokenization never came to fruition, but it did start the conversation of how we could empower creators, and that is ultimately what led to Galaxy. So Creators Galaxy. I do think that's really cool. And that was, okay, going back, we're going to go back a couple of years here. For those who remember the, oh God, now I'm forgetting the name of them. It's the Smoking Cats, and I can't think of the name of it's the, oh my God, why am I blanking on this? It's an NFT collection that funded the production of an animated show. It was Mila Kunis. And somebody, if you're in the chat and you remember what I'm talking about, I'm completely lost the name of the NFT project. But it was an SEC case where they had to settle because it was deemed a security. And Hester Peirce had a great dissent on that, saying that we are limiting the innovation by calling, by doing this, taking this particular action. And they ended up paying like an $8 million fine and having to burn any tokens that they held. It was not great. But this reminds me of that because, like, what a great idea to tokenize your contract, to have your fans be able to see an upside from holding whatever. Like, that is very cool. And I think there's a lot of experimentation that we haven't been able to like hone in on that we now might see more of. So very interesting and looking forward to learning more. And maybe we can get him to come on the show. But very cool. All right, come on. My computer just does not want to bring up links today, and I don't know why. A few more things happening. Big improvement. This is from Sloke, our friend Kartik. Big improvement now that these are personalized. You only get notifications if people you follow are buying tokens, replacing our previous global notifications. So this is in regards to trending notifications. And the reason I pulled this up was, and I forgot to pull the one that goes with it, I think, that Toady Hawk had posted. Oh yeah, no, that was something else. Toady Hawk had posted about how he had like earned like a couple $100 in a 2-hour in a morning on a Sunday or something like that from the notifications, because he was seeing if you're following good traders and you have them in your notifications, you're going to get some interesting notifications. But as we just saw with the QR thing, be careful. careful out there. DYOR and all those things, but the notifications are better now because it is just people that you follow. So look for that. And then we have a new member of the Farcaster team, Hamdi, joined the team. And this was from Sloak. Fun fact, Hamdi and I worked together years ago while he was at Twitter and I was at OpenSea to ship NFT PFPs on Twitter. Remember the hexagons? Excited to be on the same team now. So there was a moment in time where you could connect your NFT to your Twitter profile and it would show up as a hexagon. So it would look different and you would know that that was in their wallet. And it was basically supposed to help prove identity. But it went by the wayside when Elon came on in. So, but yeah.
Remember,
cool.
okay, someone explained to me, someone smarter than me, why they took that away, because I loved it. That was fun. And then
it was fun.
You know, but also Farcaster used to let you choose NFTs as your PFP, and they took that away. So Twitter, I can understand. I don't understand why Farcaster took it away.
I'm guessing it has something to do with the animated GIFs, and I don't know what, but that's my guess.
Seriously,
it's probably Jan Furla's fault. Is my guess somehow. It's probably.
And
Jan's
then we
fault.
used to get a check. That was like the verified. I mean,
yeah.
What's
that was how you got another verified
things if you can't flaunt them on your PFP?
Right.
If Dylan is still here, can we get this in the base app?
Yeah, there you go.
Feature request. I just want
to
use NFT PFPs from a wallet. Like,
yeah,
I have to go to my wallet, save my, right click save.
It's funny because
it
doesn't even work for me. I'd have to actually mint mine to do that because mine is a cross of a few different things. So it is an NFT at the heart, but it has a bunch of other updates to it. So that's why I never really cared that much. But I do agree. I do think it's a cool thing. And I also loved the NFT tab. Is it still there on the profile? I think it's even gone from the profile. We had like the trending NFTs, which I really liked that. But then we also had the NFT on the profile. Oh, now it says collection. Yeah, it's there. But it's your collection. Now it's just your collection from Farcaster. So it's just your collectibles. It's no longer your NFTs in your collected wallet. So a little different. Right. But yeah, I liked that because I liked being able to, you could look through your own, click on it, and then you could see everybody who owned the same NFT. And that was pretty cool because you could figure out who to follow and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Anyway, I missed that.
Wow. NFTs were on Insta too. I don't remember.
Yes, that's right. Good. I forgot about that, KP. You're right. And they were doing, they were selling NFTs on Instagram with different artists. And there was a couple artists that we know, like Vinny Hager, who did, who was one of the artists that was tapped to do the first round. There was like 20, I think, that launched. And then that was it. They took it away. Like they were like, okay, we experimented. We're out. We're done. We're done with that. And they moved on. Yeah. So funny. I forgot about that, KP. Totally forgot. Okay, couple more things. This from Arbitrum. We're working with Farcaster to pull data for last week's metrics. Expect to see an announcement by the end of the week for updates on which mini apps made the cut. In the meantime, keep shipping those mini apps to potentially be eligible for next week. And this is related to their quotecast here. Starting this week, we'll be contributing grants of $2,500 a week distributed amongst the top 5 Arbitrum mini apps with the most on-chain activity. At the end of every week, we'll reach out to the teams that have hit the top 5 and coordinate grant payouts based on each app's on-chain activity that week. So if you are building mini apps and you want to experiment a little bit, Arbitrum might be a good place to do that, especially, or if you have an existing app that you want to be accessible on Arbitrum, like a game or something like that, this is a great opportunity to do that work and get rewarded for it. So very cool to see. By the way, the kids needed your help here. So a lot of people launching their creator coins on Zora, and then Matthew Fox had said, "Mama, the internet says I'm worth $100,000 US." because it's his market cap. And Siege said, Mom, tell me my market cap is not my worth. So Adrian, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, for everyone out there who's looking on Zora and seeing a big fat number next to your name, whatever you see, that is not your worth. If you think it's too low, you are so much more than your Zora profile. You are good enough, smart enough, kind enough. People like you.
It's true.
And if you're happy with your net worth, your Zora, what is it? Your market cap? If you're happy with your market cap, just be careful because, live by your market cap, die by your market cap.
It's true.
And what goes up comes down. So just be careful.
It is true. What comes up must come down. And
oh
this
no,
from
yes,
3 mil a lot. Yes, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's not your worth. You are
still not your worth. You're worth way more than that. This from W. Benz. If you build in public on Zora, fluctuations in your market cap will distract you. Here's a uBlock filter to hide it. Just replace username with your username. So that's really funny. So if you are distracted by your market cap and you feel like, and it's something you're obsessing about, you can hide it. There you go. That's not a bad idea. Kind of like that. But yeah, it's not your worth. Go hide your worth. I still haven't launched mine.
And all this whole tokenize every single thing on the internet is so new. So
yeah,
it's like there's so much attention to these numbers. Like I try not to look at them.
Just don't even look. I literally haven't looked. I haven't looked because I haven't launched mine. So there you go.
Well, I can tell you I have a market cap of
I haven't even Adrian's.
71,000. I have a $71,000 market cap. What the fuck does that mean? I'm sorry.
He is severely undervalued.
No, don't do this. It doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't
mean anything. Especially if we're not, and we do have to start posting more on Zora, like just posting our clips. That is something we do need to do. But also,
listen,
we should just post it in the base app. I mean, we should.
Yeah. Well, how much fun was Coinoroid, which was our hackathon project at FarCon? Yeah. Base app is more or less Coinoroid. Like it's, so I am trying to post and having it's fun to play. Yeah. Like go launch your coin, go post on the base app, turn things just play. But if you're overly focused on these numbers and think they translate to,
your worth,
hard cold, or even hard cold liquid cash in the real world.
Yes, it's not.
Good luck trying to liquidate your market cap. Yes. You're going to learn a lot about how markets work.
Market cap is not liquidity.
No.
They're not the same things at all.
So
and that has been very confusing for some folks. Very confusing. So yeah, just be aware these are not the same things. And they're just a number.
Yeah. So you're showing it to me in US dollar denomination, but I actually own it in some Adrian coin, which
yes, exactly.
It doesn't. Anyway, but I am having fun posting on all the apps and turning things into tokens and coins and NFTs, and it's playful and fun. And I encourage people to do that as well. Just don't focus on the numbers. You're not going to get generational wealth, or you may not even buy your lunch this week.
From Adrian coin. No, that's not going to be the thing. All right. I don't know. You heard it here.
I mean,
anything's possible. So you're saying there's a chance.
Agree with this. Yeah. By the way, also tons of imposters.
Oh yes. Yeah. So great
everywhere.
Point. Great point. Double check on somebody's Farcaster profile. If they've launched one, they probably talked about it. Probably,
not me.
unless you're Adrian. But I mean, you can, and actually, you should check usually on the Zora. I assume it still has it, but I haven't checked in a minute. On the Zora app, it used to have connections to the socials, so you could go and check. I have not launched one, so if you see one out there for me, it's not me. Just letting you know right now, ain't me. All right. Few more things as we wrap today. This from MJC. Farcaster's Tumblr moment is here. The timeline has been reinvented, introducing feeds the new mini app from Procoin. With an army of curators, we are taking power back from the algorithm and reshaping content consumption on Farcaster. What is a feed? In simple terms, it's a collection of hand-curated casts organized by theme or subject. In grander terms, it's the early stages of a new distribution mechanism. Each feed coin is tradable on a bonding curve paired against Pro. The flywheel propagates
Bonding curve.
bonding curve. Flywheel. Hold on. Yeah. Lost my track. Flywheel propagates
We really need to do some effort and get some sound bites for
Flywheel. Yeah, we
Flywheel.
should. That's a really good point. We should have a soundboard for that. Flywheel propagates as more curators and investors come online. Every feed coin buy is a Pro token sink. You, the user and content consumer, can invest in your favorite curator's new distribution channel. They earn on every swap. Our tasteful and diligent curators have been crawling the timeline over the last week, building out their feeds. Check them out in the mini app. Anyone can create a feed and curate it. All curation happens on the timeline with a simple tag of the Procoin account. The creators, the original poster of each curated cast, share in the upside as well. Many of you have already been issued feed coins in one feed or another by our curators. This is only the beginning, and then they did a little nice bot distribute. So very cool. I did see Brad Q and Peachy have some curation they've been doing that's really good. So check those out. I've been meaning to start one myself and just haven't gotten around to it. What I'd love, and I don't know if this is possible, but I got to ask, is if you can curate like with multiple people, because I would love to be able to do that and have people sort of highlight things that they want to see us focus on. But if it's just me, that's not helpful. So I'm going to dig in a little more into that, but very cool and great to see. Another way to surface content. Very, very cool. And then here we go. It's time. This from lemone.eth. We want to bring, I feel like I should be doing this with an accent, but let's just not. We want to bring, no, it's going to end up sounding like Dracula. We want to bring FarCon to Rome next May. Yep, it's time for our first Europor edition, and there's no better place than the Eternal City. We already have a permanent Web3 hub here, Herb-Eth, and we've been consistently hosting events like ETH Rome and other builder gatherings. Now we're ready to go bigger. To put FarCon Rome to the test and gauge interest, we are running a crowdfund. Donate $100 plus and receive a ticket to the summit plus Builders Day. If we reach target, we'll open public sales, price TBD, around $200 for 500 attendees, and launch scholarship programs to make it accessible as possible. And this part matters to me. None of this would be happening without Purple. It supported me, Herb, and countless Farcaster builders on the way here. So we're committing 20% of crowdfund and ticket sales go back to Purple DAO to keep the loop alive and keep proliferating the ecosystem. I love that. If you believe in FarCon, in Europor, in Rome, in Purple, support us. So I bought my ticket immediately. I did the 100. They do have a stretch goal that they've already hit their goal. They're 101% funded. They've hit the goal, but now they have a little bit of a stretch goal. So there's still time if you want to jump in and support. And I literally have no idea whether I can go.
Like, you can go.
I don't listen. You
can go. Nope. We're gonna FarCon will mold to your schedule.
That seems a bit
Lemone has already guaranteed that we have input into the dates. So
I have an
You're going to make it work.
I
know it's not people. Palm Springs. I know you don't want to.
I know. I'd much rather go to Palm Springs.
Just off that
that's
passport.
Not true. I mean, I'd love to go to Rome. I like for sure. The problem is May. Like April's fine, June's fine, May's a problem. Because my kiddo is graduating from high school. I only have one. So I have to be there for all the things. So that's just going to be a tough time. But if it's early May, it probably works. If it's late May, it probably works. It's just that middle part that's the problem. So we'll see.
It is very early May.
We'll see. Then it might work fine. It might be fine. So we're
That's
just
my
going to wait.
Jedi mind trick. Lamone doesn't. I'm
Lamone,
like,
it's early May.
It is very.
It's early
FarCon is early May.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Adrian with the mind tricks. So
okay.
funny.
I want to know. I'm super excited. We're going to Rome.
You're so excited. I can feel it. Like you are all about this. And I have never been to Italy. So that's the other part of this is like, if I go, I want to go either a little early or stay a little later so that I can do stuff. Like, I don't want to just go in for FarCon and leave. Like, I got to see some things. We got to, we got to get in the arena, the actual one.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the Coliseum. Got to do all the things. Yeah. So,
yeah, we're going to do it. But I just obsessed with the 20% to purple. And I feel like
that's great. Fantastic. I love that. Yeah.
And then maybe all future FarCons have to do that too. And it's such a nice, like, we love purple.
We don't know yet. So we'll see. Like, I'm sure that there will be some scholarships, but you have to wait and see on that. But there have been in the past.
Okay. So what percent of people do you think who contributed to the crowd fund intend to go and actually will go? Because versus like people who just want to support, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when you see OG Builder who's doing a crowd fund and it's like, oh yeah, easy to give someone $100, $200.
Yeah. For those of us who can. Yeah.
And signal you want to see this FarCon, but FarCon is only good if people actually go.
True.
So will people?
I would guess that a lot of the people who are signaling on this, I bet would go based on the names that I'm seeing. But I was trying to see how many there were, and I can't see that. I would say it's probably more than half, but it might even be, it might be 75%. That, I'm one of those, like, I want to go. I'm not 100% sure I can. But I think there's a lot of that.
We literally just discussed this.
Okay, fine. I'm going.
You can 100% go.
Fine. Okay.
I'm happy to announce GM Farcaster as the official media partner of FarCon Rome. Save the date, okay? Because I can't do this alone.
You're just like, that's it. We're just doing it, and that's it, and it's all done.
Yeah.
And we're going to Rome. Okay. So apparently, going to Rome. All right, moving.
Yeah, and we have a big there's obviously a big European builder, right? Like community, and they did the that first FarCon away, whatever, far away.
Right,
con.
far away. Which was great. Yeah, they had a good crowd at that.
Yeah. And if you think of what Boston, Boston, Los Angeles, New York, like it does feel like we're ready. We're ready to
I totally
go to Europe.
I think it's, and we always have a pretty good contingent come from Europe to all of those places. So it's time. It's definitely time. So I agree with the location. Like, I don't have an issue with that. I think it's right. I think it's time for this. I'm
sorry for your loss.
Did you outbid?
No, it wasn't me. No.
Oh, that was you.
No, I just know that I know he doesn't like to be outbid.
He does not. Okay, a few more things. This from you. 2 new on-chain features added to the GM Farcaster mini app. Collect the episode directly from our mini app, or send a one-time tip. Get a thank you from Warpy. Both use the Farcaster kit and your integrated wallet, so it's a single click to transact. Our content will always be free, but how can you be in this space and not lean into all the new tools and techniques that only Farcaster and Base enable? If you see any rough edges or issues, please let Adrian know. And you were testing. I got so many notifications because
sorry, not sorry.
The little thank you mentions us. So I had I'm like, what is she doing?
By the way, if you you can send me product requests, like just send them to my Kanban board and I will address all of them. If you don't want to be tagged, I can take you out.
No,
But
you can leave me in there. But it's funny.
yeah.
I was just like, oh, that's, I'm like, oh, she's testing things. I wonder what she's up to
Yeah.
over there. So no, that was great.
It took me almost 3 days
Wow.
to get these out, and not 3 days of like, let me dip in. It was like 3 days of my family didn't see me. They were like, why are you sitting at, like, full on locked in, really trying to figure it out. I also explained to my one of my kids, my 17-year-old, who I'm trying to convince to go into computer science,
Into coding,
like,
yeah.
and into coding, how all I'm trying to do is add a button that lets you mint our episode. And I was explaining, though, that like it's not our contract, like it's a smart contract that's on a blockchain, but so anyone can do that. Like anyone can add a mint button because it's open. Like this is like, it's just so cool.
This is the thing that gets you so excited, and I can feel it. Like I could tell even as the rate of your testing, I'm like, girl is locked in. She's
so excited. But that's like, it's like the dumbest little things, but it's also so frustrating because there's no documentation for how to call this contract.
Right.
The contract, you can decode it on BaseCamp and kind of see the function calls, but you don't know exactly what format to pass things in or what they're looking for. So it was a lot of trial and error. And I was in the DMs
I was seeing
of the pods
seeing the trials.
Yeah. I was in the DMs of the pods team. Like they couldn't even help me or tell me exactly. Yeah. So it was NetNose who works on Betterment because he also used that contract. So he was helping me.
And for those who don't know, Betterment is the mini app in the game where you can mint something and then you get spins on where you can earn different tokens. And one of the contracts that they do that for is pods. So that was a smart move to ask NetNose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that makes a lot of sense. Because he struggled with that already. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was able to do it. I mean, originally, I think Lucas reached out and he's like, hey, can you link to pods or link to a collect button from our mini app? And he was just thinking like, just send people over to pods. But I didn't want to do that.
Right.
Because I don't want to
you hate sending them out. Yeah. And also it's just like, oh, now that's an extra click for them. And
yeah. And we have that in our mini app for the hyper sub right now. Like my next step is I want to let people go directly to that contract. But I just kick people out to the hyper sub. No one's going to do that. And then have to do that. So
it's much easier if we can do it well in.
But this is like what I get super excited about, like the idea of blockchains, which are the
Legos.
Yeah, but it's like APIs that are guaranteed to be there. They're not going to change because they can't change. I mean, like once you build on top of it, you just have that assurance. And it's permissionless. Like I don't have to sign up for an API account. I don't have to get a key from pods. Like you can just anyone just call it. And it's a super cool way to let people directly support us if they want. And I do want to iterate, our content is free. No one needs to. Every now and then we're like, but why would I ever mint an episode? I don't know.
That would be a reason. We're always thinking about, we're always thinking about like, how can we, come up with things to give back to people who mint our episodes and things like that. And we'll continue to do that. So we've had different events that were open to only that. So there's all different reasons.
But you don't have to. We are super appreciative of everyone who does. Yeah.
We just appreciate you watching. So, but also if you want to, you can. A few more things.
But so much more to build in the mini app.
So much more to build.
I am so fun. And you will notice I will cast a lot less when I am in my coding days. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really because I was getting a million notifications, but I could tell you were locked in. Like you were seriously locked in. All right. Couple more things. This from Jesse. Majority of new coins are now created on Base. So for a very long time, majority of new coins were on Solana. So this is interesting. Especially you can see the pump fun is the green. That is wild. So really interesting to see that. And shout out Clanker, because Clanker, bankr, and anything related, because a lot of those are coming from there. So but also Zora. I think a lot of this now is Zora. But shout out Clanker. And this from Deployer. bankr begins trading tomorrow on Coinbase. That's today. GG squad. My hope is that you got in when bankr deployed the coin while talking with Emily Jr. right here on Farcaster. We're here because of the extraordinary support and backing of all of you. And this was a quote cast of Coinbase assets. Trading will begin on or after 9 a.m. PT on July 30th. If liquidity conditions are met. So bankr will be on Coinbase. So very cool. And just very cool to see everything Deployer is built. And I especially really started to appreciate bankr watching it play out in the Base app in the chats and like seeing what you can do with that. So great job. And also shout out Emily Jr. down there who goes so hard on Twitter about the DBR debt relief bot or DRB token that Grok launched on bankr. And it's just really, he is so dedicated. So just shout out to you as well. This also from Base. Join us as we bring creators, builders, and the broader Base community together. Stowe, Vermont. It has been announced. September 14th to 16th, which I know you will not be available. But you know, if our app gets picked, I will make the trek. Not my favorite place. Jesse and mountains. The dude loves a mountain.
Oh, come on. Mountains are the best.
He loves a mountain.
Creativity flows when the oxygen goes, creativity flows.
I think that's not true, but okay.
No, it is. It like, you know, it's like your brain becomes in survival mode. Weird things come out.
Okay.
So
interesting theory.
I am going to and obviously I'm going to submit my app to the Devfolio Base on-chain summer.
And for those who don't know, and I didn't pull this cast, just really quick, what she's talking about is if you submit your mini app or app that's built on Base, there's a chance to be featured at BaseCamp, but also to win a portion of about $200,000, I think, is on the line. So there you go.
Yeah. And Adrian, and Adrian, and $, Adrian, I heard. $,
Adrian. Yes, it's all coming in $,
By the way,
Adrian.
Just joking. I feel like I need to remind people. Just kidding. 90% of what I say is sarcastic. And Prof, you can submit it. There are, I think they said 50 app builders they're going to invite who win. However, BaseCamp is invitation.
Right.
Or like you can also just submit an application.
You can apply to go. Okay.
You can apply to go. So you should apply to go. You need to be there if possible. We had the best time in Idlewild last year.
It was fun.
And yeah, it was my highlight was doing our live stream with Chic Bangs, and
that was so fun.
Lucid as our live audience.
That was my sigh. It's like it won't be as fun without you. It just won't. So, but I may apply to go.
I'll be in the mountains.
I know you will, but they'll be on the other side of the world.
Altai Mountains. I'll be in Asia. And
yeah, you'll be on the other side of the world.
Off the grid, riding horses.
Off of the grid. This from Dylan. More progress on mini app parity in Base app. As of the latest beta update today, we now support landed get chains, get capabilities, and a small bug fix for get Ethereum provider. Context.location data. Really pumped about this one. Context.client.safe. Safe area inserts data. Send token function. We'll keep making it as easy as possible to write once, deploy everywhere. In the meantime, let us know if anything else comes up. So if you are working on mini apps and you want to make sure they're working on Base, here's some additional information for you. And he said small typo, meant to say context.client.safe area insets. That one always trips me up. So just making sure, because he said inserts.
I literally tried to do, like, in our mini app, we let people send us tips. Like, why not make, I literally just had to re-implement because it wasn't supported in the base app. Like, so it's like, if you're in Farcaster, send token, super easy. Like here's the token. And in the base app, I had to do this whole abstraction and do it a different way. Dylan, where were you 24 hours ago?
Oh, so everything they just did made it easier, but you just spent a ton of time doing. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But that is just to underscore, write once, deploy everywhere is the vision for these mini apps, which is here's a standard. You do, you build it, you test it in Farcaster. You shouldn't need to test it in the base app. It should just work. And they're just kind of, and there will be more, but it is really cool to see that happen. It's like when you build your mini app and it just kind of works everywhere. That's
ideal. That's the ideal for sure. This from DAU, daily active users, attention builders. We're introducing a DAU grant program, which I think we should do. Grow your mini app with 2,500 in DAO, no strings attached. The deal, we fund a task account exclusively for your app with $2,500 in DAO. Tokens can only reward real user actions you choose. You spread the word about incentives for your users, how it works. Pick the on-chain action to boost. Every time a user does it, they earn DAU instantly. Why it matters, zero upfront cost, drive new and returning users to your app, boost engagement for key activities. So I was just playing around with this. I've played around with this a couple times, and I was on it yesterday, and I was like, you know what? This is a really, really good idea. Like this app itself, like the DAU app. You go in, you do certain tasks. They're usually very simple, small things, and then you get rewarded in this token, and you claim right away. And it's really a great way to direct attention, similar to like the way QR does that, but one a day. This is giving you like 3 things a day to do, and if you do them, you're rewarded. So check that out. Very cool. And if you have a mini app that you want to drive some more attention to, go let them know. So if you want to, you can DM or you can just comment on this. And then this from Yasik, like our X post below if you want to see a Degen burn. If we reach 50K views, we'll do our first ever burn of 50,000 Degen. So this needs a long way to go. So could you guys all go like this, please? Because last time I checked, it was only like at like 5,000. Maybe, I don't even know if it was at that high. So let's get a Degen burn going. I think that would be a good thing. And then this from Adrian. Quotecasting. This place is so absurd. I love it. Adrian's quotecast. This is more or less the sole reason GM Farcaster exists. Yes, this is true. This is true.
I have no idea like what Kyle was referring to about like what specific absurdity he was.
I know it's hard to know. It's hard to know.
Like sometimes you're like, yeah, today was extremely absurd.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything more absurd yesterday or recently than any other time in history. So I just took it as a generic, this is Farcaster's absurd.
Yeah, well, yeah. And that you're right though. It's true. Our absurdity is part of the reason that we are here, just to talk about the absurdity. I just thought of the ticker. I just thought of it right now. I should have done this so much earlier. But happy birthday, Ethereum. So there you go. We're very happy to celebrate 10 years of Ethereum. We're Ethereum coded today, and go check out the live stream that's coming up shortly. I'm not sure what time it is right now, but in UTC version. Let me check my world thing, but I think it's like 45 minutes from now is what I think it is. Yes, that is correct.
Isn't my background pretty?
It's so pretty. 10 years of Ethereum. I've got the torches. Yeah, so go celebrate. Go mint the NFT, go watch Vitalik, go do all the things. Go buy something. Buy something on Ethereum.
Ethereum brand is very girly.
It's very girly. We like it. We like it that way. The BTC brand is so boy-coded. It is so boy-coded. And I love orange. Orange is one of my favorite colors. But I mean, look at this.
Like I'm just looking, I'm like, this is like rainbows and unicorns and
totally bufficorns. Rainbows and bufficorns. and diamonds.
Like, it's
Diamonds and
not-
rainbows and buffacorns and purple. Like,
But there's like even masculine pinks and masculine purples.
yeah,
And
this ain't it. This ain't that.
Ethereum said no.
No. No. And yeah, we'll work on that. We'll work on that. Go to Rome.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, Adrian, anything I missed? We've been here for a bit.
No, there was a discussion
Yeah.
about the burn and kind of what that means in terms of supply versus demand side. I think there were some good conversations, and Jacek added some more. So don't need to talk about it on our stream today, but on the timeline, you guys can carry on.
Go check out that conversation. I like a burn. I think a burn is good. It's healthy. You need to do that every once in a while.
Well, yeah. It just always ask yourself, where does the value come from?
Yeah.
So there is and I think, Jacek, I just checked now. I actually haven't read it, but I think talked about like he's talking about the long-term vision. You know, it's like, you got to listen, what is the vision for Degen, and where does the value come from?
Where does the value come from? It's as valuable as people believe it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. That's what it comes down to. All right.
And say that about everything.
Everything. Literally everything.
Literally everything.
Literally everything.
Nothing is
everything.
real.
There you go. All right. With that, everybody, we're going to call it there. Have a fabulous Wednesday. Come play trivia at noon. Go take a peek at Vitalik's talk in about 45 minutes from now. And we will be back Friday. Oh, I forgot one thing. We did poker last night. It was so fun. We had a blast. If you missed it, you can see the recording on our channel. You'll see it mentioned by me on the timeline as well, and you can go find that link. I'll be posting some clips as well, but we had a blast. It was really fun. Talked about Aptos and played some poker, and it was a lot of fun. So we'll be doing it again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, with a new crew of players. And by the way, the attorney, the general counsel for Aptos, I don't know if he's general counsel, I might be promoting him there, was the one who won. He was a great poker player. I'm like, lawyers are really good at poker. Don't overthink it, but it's true. But he wasn't able, like, he wasn't eligible to win. He could just he just won bragging rights. So then our runner-up was the winner of the USDC, and then her and the person, the third place person are going to play in the championship next week. So.
Okay, I watched the poker game.
Yeah, you were in the chat. I saw you in there.
I was in the chat, and I take it back. I didn't watch. I just had it on in the background.
And you just listening.
I was working. Yeah. I was listening, and I really enjoyed the conversation. So it's like, you guys are playing poker, but you're just having fun talking and chatting. So I really liked the tech talk.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like, people are just, it was really cool. I learned some things, and that was
there
fun.
You go. So if you are around tomorrow, we'll be doing it again. Some different players, some of the same folks from Aptos, and it was fun. So I think it's a great way to do like an interview, where you're doing something, you're playing, it's not all heavy. And I think it works really well. I used to love watching celebrity poker. Like, it was kind of big in the 90s, where it was on all the time. Like, it was on like Comedy Central or ESPN or one of those. I don't even remember which one. I think both. I think ESPN usually had like World Poker, and they still have it, the World Series of Poker. But the celebrity poker was on something else. I want to say like Comedy Central. And it was really fun. And they always just had like a lot of comedians, a lot of actors, and just playing poker, but talking and having fun. And it was just really fun to watch. So you could learn a little bit about poker, but you also were entertained. So that's like the inspiration for this.
Well, that's like the hot ones. It's kind of like an interview, but you're doing something else. And
exactly.
This is interesting. I wonder if we should do this for Farcaster celebrity interviews. Like, we obviously bring a ton of people on our show. So maybe.
Different way to do it. Yeah. Let's see if Brian Armstrong wants to play poker instead.
I'll DM Dan and see if he wants to play poker on a stream. So we can interview him about.
Yeah. And like more casual.
Right. Then it's just a
game. It's just a poker game. See if Brian wants to play. That'd be funny. All right.
Shoot your shot, people.
I mean, hey, if you tried like a straight up interview, let's shoot for, hey, Vitalik, Brian, Balaji, want to play poker? How funny would that be? Like, that would be a game.
I would die.
That would be a game. That would be a great game. Let's get them on a poker table and see what they have to say. Balaji on a poker table would be quite something. I would love to see him playing poker. It would be fun.
He wouldn't let other people talk.
No, but that would be the fun part. I would enjoy the poker shit talking is like, could be really fun, especially with that particular group of people. So anyway, something to dream of, something to shoot for. All right, everybody, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to let you go. We hope you've had fun.
I am so sorry.
You know, sometimes we get chatty. Sometimes
I
we get
apologize
chatty. We're chatty
everybody.
Today.
I apologize to everyone
Ethereum's
who was here
birthday.
today.
We're really in a happy mood. So we had a lot to talk about. But with that, everybody, we're going to call it here. We will see you Friday, or we'll see you tomorrow for poker. We'll see you later for trivia. And with that, everyone, bye-bye.